Here's your friendly neighborhood reminder that Patriarch's Humiliation actually removes all abilities prior to resolution. So if you go to protect it, it will still die. Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Today will be a little bit different than normal. We're going to be trying out Baldur's Gate Sealed in preparation for tomorrow's Arena Open. Arena Open Day 1 tomorrow on Saturday will be format Baldur's Gate Sealed. I will be participating as well, and this is going to be a practice round for all of us. Get back in the swing of things as far as Sealed goes. My Day 1 run will be posted to the channel on Monday, and if all goes well, Day 2 will be posted on Tuesday. So, let's go ahead and hop right in to a Baldur's Gate Sealed here. We get to crack open 6 packs, that's what we get to build our deck with, and we hop right on into a best of 1 queue. So let's see what we have in our rare slots here. Alright, we've got Vladimir and Godfrey, we have Tasha, Unholy Archmage. Let's see what this one does. 5 mana instant, exile target spell, then roll a d20 and add that spell's mana value. You can cast the exiled card as long as it remains exiled, and then, and if you 15 plus, you get to cast it for free. Belt of Giant Strength is a big whiff. Jan Jansen does not go with any of this stuff. Vladimir and Godfrey's not great. Tasha is insane. An Amoan Trickster Friend is not outstanding, but I mean, it's decent. Unfortunately, I think our best rares here are blue, and I hate blue in this format. So let's see if we can maybe splash Tasha or what's really going on here. As I already look at white, I am seeing a ton of decent white here. Humiliation, a Soldiers of the Watch, double Paladin, a single Priest of Ancient Lore. We have double Hippogriff, we have a Paladin, a Squadron. There's a lot of white here. Now, let's check on our black. Oh my gosh. We have like 5 playable black cards. We have a Ghoul, a double Prowler is good, a Grim Bounty is good. We have a Pilgrim's Eye for fixing. We have a Kalain in red-black. We have an OG for the Blink deck, but I don't think we got a lot of the Blink cards. Let's see, do we even have a single Blur here? Doesn't look like we do. Guild Thief, no thanks. Gate to Sea Tower is like fine. Emoan, again, is fine. Undersimplify is good. Everything else here in blue is really not that great. Young Blue Dragon's fine. What I am seeing a decent deck of here is red-black, to be honest. I think these are the deepest cards in at common as far as red and black go. Deepest colors at common. And the good thing is with the treasure that we can probably find in this deck, let's see how much we can do. A weaponry treasure. We can do Grim Bounty treasure, as well as a Pilgrim's Eye. We can probably splash Tasha in a deck like this. Now there isn't potential, we have double Liara. I didn't really see that. Our red is pretty good. Our black is pretty pretty light as far as number of cards. And even if we did this with 17 lands, we'd have to find 6 more cards. I mean, we could do a Horde Robber and a Demogorgon. I mean, well, the other 6 cards would have to be these 6 right here. Well, Kalain, I guess, would be in there as well. We'd have to play like an Iron Golem and a couple other things here. Maybe this, but I don't know if we want to splash both of those. I wonder if red-white is just the way to go with this. We have so many decent white cards, right? We wouldn't get to play Tasha. We do have double Liara, though. Monk, Humiliation, 2-drop here, 2-drop here, double 2-drop. Priest, Rally Maneuver could be fine. Vladimir could be fine. Double Hippogriff is good. Paladin, Squadron. And then in red, we have really all of these cards as well. maybe Young Blue Dragon, maybe Weaponry. And this is 26 right here. Again, I don't think blue is worth it. Black is hardly enough cards. Green, I haven't looked too deep at green, but now that I am, it does not look particularly great. Pilgrim's Eye is fine, but not for a deck like this. Iron Golem could go in this, but I don't think we really need that. Cloak of the Bat, I doubt it. Unexpected Allies, no thanks. So, based on this build, I think red-white is going to be the way to go. Which is unfortunate because I don't think we're playing a single one of our rares. I guess Vladimir and Godfrey, but like, is that even good? It triggers off of Monk of the Open Hand and a Goblin made off of Battlecry Goblin, and that's it. Okay. Let's see. We have a ton of creatures. Rally Maneuver, Humiliation are good. Enthusiasm's good. Weaponry might be a necessary evil because we just don't have a lot of interaction. I mean, I don't love it. I'm probably fine playing 16 lands in this deck. Liara does care about doubles, and we have double this, double that, and double that. Could be okay. Priest is fine in a deck like this. Dust Guard, Paladins, Soldiers. I mean, this is a pretty aggressively slanted deck, so we didn't open any of the 1-drops that gives things haste. That'd be a pretty good combo with Vladimir and Godfrey. Maybe double Fire Beetles is not good enough. We could run it like this with 16 lands. Let's see here. Probably just an even split, I think, is fine. So, not a great open as far as our what's it called? As far as our rares and things go, but we are running some pretty powerful uncommons here in double Liara, as well as Battlecry Goblin. Ambergris is pretty good. We got some things that, you know, can kind of help us with this aggressively slanted deck. So we're going to run this back into the best of one. Tomorrow, if you choose the best of one queue, you need to reach 7 wins before 3 losses. As is usual in most Premier Draft formats, if you choose the best of 3 option for day 1, you must reach 4 best of 3 wins before you reach a single best of 3 loss. You can choose what's good for you, what you think works for you. I'm going to go ahead and go with best of 1 for myself, but that's not to say the best of 3 couldn't work for you. So let's hope these queue times don't take too long here today. You'll see all the other ones cut out. I'll make the transitions, but this one is probably going to get left in. So let's hope we can get in there quick here. Speak of the devil, we are getting right on in with Ostrich. Playing with my alternate today because you cannot enter this sealed event without 2,000 gems, even if you have 300,000 coins like I do. This is a very slow hand. But we are on the draw, and we have a lot of 2-drops and things that we can draw, so we'll keep it, I suppose. I'm going to go ahead and play the Mountain first so that we don't get priority if they play a 2-drop on the adventure here. I'm just going to go ahead and send this on an adventure here to create a treasure token. Don't really care about killing that looter. Okay. So we can play the Paladin here and then have up mana to save it if they try to kill it. We can also use the treasure for this, but I'd like to use the treasure to ramp out Ranger Squadron a turn early. So for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and play Paladin here. And we can hold up Tyr's Blessing. Probably play Hippogriff next turn, but we'll have to see what they do here. They're going after a little bit of ramp. Playing a 4-drop more than likely. There's OG. OG is something I'm probably fine killing with Mephit's Enthusiasm. So if we do this, then we can get in with Paladin. We also get a boon here. It's +1/+0 for the next creature that we cast. And the next creature is likely to be Ranger Squadron, but there's an argument to playing Young Red Dragon, holding up the adventure, and then playing Ranger Squadron while still holding up the adventure. So all that should be fine. They're getting a little bit mana screwed, so. Okay. I go ahead and attack here. They're still getting priority, so they could also have the indestructible trick. I hope it's not... Well, that would be very bad if it's Patriarch's Humiliation. That would be quite bad. I don't know why I didn't consider that before I did this. You know what? If it's Humiliation, that is not good for us. So I'm just going to let this happen for that reason. Go ahead and play Young Red Dragon. I will protect it with Hippogriff here. Next turn we can play Ranger Squadron, still protect it. It was Humiliation, so thanks goodness we didn't fire this off when we did. Maybe I should also read this. So it loses all abilities because I gave it Indestructible and then it loses Indestructible. So that was nice. So we're playing 16 lands, got them all. Alright, let's hope it's not a counterspell. It was a counterspell. Guess we could dump our hand here. That's fine if that's all they want to be doing here. Guess they're just cycling that to find something, maybe? I mean, they get another boon, but I think that's okay. Let's see what they use it on. Oh, they're very much forecasting under Simplify here. But okay, I guess we can give this... I'd like another one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one flying because this one will gain first strike here. Has double team. Oh, they have... You hear something on watch to kill the Hippogriff, but if they did, they should have used it already because we can give it indestructible now. You can only activate this once. It doesn't say once per turn, just one time, but we still got the value out of it here. Alright, so they definitely messed that one up. And Young Blue Dragon, the Scry 1 draw card. Put it on the bottom. Gonna untap that and play a 3-drop. Ooh, it's a 3-1, not bad. It means Hippogriff is gonna have to get traded for more than likely. However, +1/+1 because we have 2 of them. Let's go ahead and get in here. We will give that one flying. That will gain first strike. Makes sense. They go to 4. And that will more than likely do it. Here we go. All right, good old aggro. Even though with all the misplays, we still got there. Before we hop into the next game here, I wanted to remind you that a subscription to the channel is always greatly appreciated. I mean, hey, if you made it this far in the video, clearly you're enjoying something, so giving back in even such a small way as a subscription or even a like on the video will go a long way for the growth of the channel and my ability to produce more high quality content for you all. It's absolutely free and will never cost you a dime, and then you'll have access to the most consistent high quality MTG Limited content on YouTube. Thanks so much for your consideration, and now back to the draft. Okay, on the draw again. This is a decent hand, though. We do have a 2-drop this time. Don't like being on the draw for a second time, but what you gonna do about that? We have, hopefully there's no undersimplify, and there was not, but they are getting priority now. They could just be like, you come to a river, they can bounce this, which is what I'm assuming it is. Could also be Patriarch's Humiliation. Could be a couple things here. Vladimir and Godfrey, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get our extra creature. Fine if they want to trade. Didn't think they would. And we'll take giant fire beetles. And now next turn, we can attack with both of these. And if they make some weird blocks, we could try to blow them out. I've enjoyed playing against 2 blue decks so far. And by enjoyed, I mean they're bad in general. Lulu is a good card, though. Alright, let's see how they want to block here. So we'll give this one +2/+0. We'll give this one +0/+2 in lifelink. It's a little mana inefficient to do it that way, but getting Lulu off the battlefield is good before they're able to specialize it. And gain a couple life here. Next turn we can still do various amounts of things, especially if we draw land. We can go 2-drop and 3-drop. There's probably multiple things we can do here. There's definitely an argument to just building out the board there, holding back for a turn, and then, so it was humiliation on turn 1, I guess, and then doing rally maneuver later, but problem is, rally maneuver into any sort of, you know, removal spell or combat trick is never a great thing. It's 3 mana. If we don't do that, when we did, they could have had a response, which would be a huge blowout. I think I'm going to play the other Fire Beetles and maybe Duskguard into Fire Beetles. That way we get a 3/2 menace here. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Still getting priority. Could be another humiliation to kill our X1 here. Okay, those things are all fine. Now we have 2 menace creatures and enough mana to give them both +1/+1. All right, well now they have some things here. All right. All right, well for mana efficiency, I guess we can go Monk, Liara, and Soldiers. And now Liara is going to make this a 3/3, which would trade with both of those. Fine trading. I mean, Paladin's going to be a really nice trigger next turn. Yeah, let's offer that. I think I'm okay if they're going to do Settler or Soldiers on Duskguard here. And they just don't do anything. Interesting. Okay. Do they have a board wipe? That would be bad. No, if they had a board wipe, they would block. Okay, giant fire beetles locked down. So they could have humiliation for x=2. I think I want to play Valor Singer and Liara here. And like Liara activation, I mean. Let's see what they do about that if we try to, for example, do it on this one here. If they go ahead and try to kill it. If they do, then okay, well that worked. We could play this. Go to combat and give it here. So we do get the trigger off the Duskguard. That's nice. It has first strike as well, so they don't have good blocks on it. I'm really worried about a sweeper here, the way they're playing. Okay, I see. Oh, that's fine. Probably forgot this at first, right? If I had to guess. They're going to bounce our Liara now. Doesn't really do much anymore. Dust Guard, okay. We don't have great attacks, to be honest. They can't play that. They could play this. I think I'm just going to do this here now. And no attacks. We have a bunch of creatures here, so... And they're at 6, so I think we're going to be able to put... if they keep doing that, then we won't be able to. So I think we're going to be able to push through this last bit of damage. All right, well, they're out of gas except for this. Okay, I'm just going to play the dragon here. It's a 4-2. Get another trigger here. Trying to just set up for a nice big paladin turn where we can turn everything sideways. We only have 5 attackers and they have 3 blockers, so we can deal... What a draw. That was among the best draws they could have possibly flipped in their entire deck, so good for you. Don't care about that one as much anymore. I do care about this specializing here next turn, though. But we're just going wide, aren't we? I guess we do have an attack here. I would essentially trade it for a single air cult elemental. When next turn we have 6 attackers, and they're all going to be lethal because of Paladin, but they're going to have 5 blockers, so maybe not. I'm still going to go ahead and wait. We can also, next turn, we can play Liara, we can activate Liara, and then we can play the other creature, and then we're still just going enormously wide. Probably have Specialize here with a land, is my guess. There it is. What is it now? Get a 1/1 every time you cast an instant or sorcery. Okay. Do this, we can do this. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 against their 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No life link or anything, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to deal a minimum of 6 damage because they have to let 6 through. So that should do it then, right? And that'll leave 6 unblocked for the win. Thank you, wide board. Okay, so we're on the play here this time. We do have Battlecry Goblin, we have a removal spell, we have a flyer. I think we'll keep this one. I mean, we got a 2-drop, we got a removal spell. It's hard to pass on that. Is that worth killing? Maybe? I don't know. It's first attack. They can't really block. We can make a treasure and then use it. Well, if we want to if we're going to use this treasure, I would rather use it on like one of these creatures here. Probably Liara. Getting another copy of Battlecry Goblin would be great, but the problem is we need another white to activate that. I don't think it's worth killing that one necessarily. So what I'm gonna do is just pass, make it. No, we could play Liara this turn though. Off of the treasure. So let's go ahead and do that. Can't block here because they can pump it. Vampire spawn. Yep. Still drawing more white cards, and we don't have any attacks, so I think we just have to play this dragon and pass, which sucks, but what we're gonna do. Another spawn, huh? And another white card. Oh, that was dumb. I needed to do this pre-combat so we can get the extra 1/1. Although it wouldn't have really mattered because they're just going to block with it. So I guess it doesn't really matter. There's the other Rabble Rouser and a Nefarious Imp to block our Young Red Dragon, and another card we can't cast. Well, this can't block, so I guess we're attacking with it, right? Oof. Well, I mean, we're never winning this game if this is how this is going to go. We're just never drawing a white here, so. Yeah, you're never really in this one. Just sucks how this is how it's got to go sometimes. They need to be attacking with everything. I mean, just get in. We take 6 here? I mean, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Yep. Yep. And another white card. All right, let's go on to the next one here. Okay, well, at least we have both colors of mana this time, so we're keeping this one. Starting here again so we don't get priority if they play a 1-drop. And then I think I'm going to lead on Captain over Liara. Would not mind top decking a plane so we could play Liara and hold one of these up. I'm going to go ahead and just play this. They will not block, and if they do, I'm totally fine with it. Alright, sure. Trade 2-drop for 2-drop, I guess. Okay. Here comes the mana screw. Drawing more white cards, I guess. I think I'll go ahead and play Dustguard here because it can trade with Spawn and we get a little bit of a boon for our next creature. That can't be good. Alright, so they're drawing 2 cards a turn now, and we're missing land drops again. Feels good, bruh. Alright, so they'll trade with Vampire Spawn here probably, and I guess we give it Indestructible? I mean, I don't even know. Okay. Got a land. I mean, it's something. Guess we play Hippogriff here. It's a 3/3. Can fly some of our other creatures, but my guess is they're going to play a removal spell on it. They got all the mana in the world. They can do whatever they want over there. Really need a plains off the top, like quite badly. Yeah. That isn't a plains. But it could kind of put them down real low, real quick here. So hasting this out doesn't do a lot, but it lets us play another creature while holding up our protection spell here, which I think is most important. So what I'm gonna do is give it here, go like this, give it flying, and decline to do that. Go to blockers, go to damage. They're now at 9, and I think next turn is lethal. If we specialize and then discard our hand, deal damage to them. Let's see if they have a way to kill the other things now here. Oh no! This stupid thing is gonna kill this because damage doesn't go away, so Hippogriff is gonna die. Is that right? Yep. This has been a heck of a draft here so far. So if we specialize this, attack with it, it would deal 4 damage to an opponent. Block, block, take 3, they would take 7, so it's not quite it. We have to basically play Hippogriff, hope it survives, and then do this next turn. That's pretty much all we have. Not to mention they've got stupid Pilgrim's Eye coming, so they have another flyer. Could attack like this. They're probably just going to trade with Spawn. We don't have to block necessarily here. But if all this survives, there's a chance we could eke out a win. I might have to play around another Vampire Spawn though. So what do we have here? We have 5 damage to the face. Because Humiliation is going to kill this thing, ideally. And then we have... So they're at 6. And then we would have discarded 4. So they'd go to... We need that exactly extra 1. Because we're gonna play this and we're gonna discard 4 cards. So we're gonna deal 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus 1 is 10, so it still doesn't even do it. So we just have to hope they don't have like a vampire spawn or something. Yep, then they'll just return the vampire spawn, so. Got mana screwed twice in a row here. Feels real bad. Okay, we're first this time. Again, we're mana screwed. But we do have these 2 creatures if we draw any land. Liara on 2 if we draw plains. Let's keep it and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We just bomb out of the draft due to mana screw? Pretty much. But what, am I supposed to play 17 lands with this deck? Aggro decks? I mean, I am a very big proponent of playing 16 in aggro decks. If you play 17, you're very prone to Flood, and Flood is arguably worse than Screw, because Screw you could draw your way out of it, but just gotta hope we can find something here. Well, it's a 2-drop we can play. Portable Hole, not great in this format, but great against us. And we did find a land, so at least there's that. Go ahead and play this now while we can get in. There's a chance they play an X2 that just could trade with this. So I want to play this now while we have the ability to get in with it. Well, I guess we're playing Valor here. And if it's you hear something on watch, then it's you hear something on watch. There's no reason to not attack. Looks like we got in. Hopefully no play. No play. All right, good news. still nothing. Same off the top of our deck here. Well, nothing changes combat, so we're going to go ahead and get in. Rally Maneuver does get +0/+2 to something, so if they have damage-based removal, which in blue-white I can't imagine that's it, but probably have bounce-based removal here. Okay, I guess they go to 7. Let's just play another creature, I guess. I mean, I hope they don't have a board wipe. It is sealed, so they could. But they just chose to do nothing so many times. I guess they just had nothing. Alright, well, we lost a couple to Mana Screw and we won one due to whatever was going on over there. Alright, more Mana Screw. So we'll keep it. I mean, we have a removal spell and a 3-drop haster we can cast, so that's why I'm keeping this hand, but obviously it can go very poorly. So there's that. I guess we'll just start with Priest here. Draw that extra card. They do have priority now. Could be Dragon's Fire. But we already got our value out of that, so it's fine by me. Let's go to combat. Attack first. And I am suspecting Dragon's Fire, so I'm wondering what I want to die here. I could play Liara, because we have another one. I could play Vladimir and Godfrey, because it's the most mana-efficient thing to do. I think whatever I play is going to die, though, so I'd rather do this. That opens up the second card in our hand here, because they're going to go ahead and kill this one, and then we can actually play the second one, so that's why I did what I did there. So there's the Dragon's Fire that we knew they had in their hand. Now our hand is completely unlocked. If we do another Plains, I guess that would certainly help. So we can Enthusiasm and make a treasure here. I would like to kill this so they don't get the double team. The treasure could be pretty good for us. But Liara is also just quite good. So let's just play a second one. It is also a 5/3 during combat, so that's nice. Because we have another one in the graveyard. Does it survive? Who knows? There's Valor Singer. And there's the Dragon's Fire number 2. So no, it doesn't. Alright, well I guess let's play Soldiers and the Treasure. Okay, well I guess we're doing the Treasure now. Don't know why I tapped like I did. What do you even do? Exiles a card from their hand until it leaves the battlefield. You may play land and cast spells from the exile. Okay, so they got a great card. Sure, I guess take that one. Still don't have really anything here. More Mana Screw. We have had 1 Plains. I think every game but 1 in this draft. 14 cards, we found 1 Plains. Guess we're just gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, that's obviously quite good. So humiliation can kill this stupid thing before it specializes. Which is probably what I want to do. Let's do this first, just in case they have some removal or something. Okay, you have a black dragon. I can't do anything about that. Still no white. And there's a mythic bomb rare. That will probably do it against us here. So hopefully tomorrow goes better than today did as far as our lands, because this has been absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to go ahead and just end this one here because I'm done with this. We had one great game where everything went all right because we actually drew 5 lands of 2 different colors. Here we drew all of our white cards in 1 plains, about 4 out of the 5 games. Sometimes that's what you deal with, and hopefully tomorrow goes a little bit better. But hopefully you got an idea of what the pace for the sealed format here. There's some insane bombs. We weren't able to play any of ours. We had a good aggressive deck if our lands would have cooperated, so who needs the prize? But this is where we'll have to end this one. So good luck everyone tomorrow in day 1 of the Arena Open, and day 2 if you are so fortunate enough to make it. Check out our day 1 draft on Monday, and hopefully day 2 on Tuesday. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for your daily draft.